Hello, sports fan, and welcome to the Packs for Breakfast All-Star Third Baseman choice. Yeah, we've done a bunch of these where I picked the best of the best. The best of the best. So you may be asking yourself, why? Why am I doing this? Because I need content. So I've been picking the best of the best. Packs for Breakfast. Every Sunday, Chris and I open up packs of cards, and we choose all-star teams from the cards we choose, or that we go through. And we do that every Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Mountain Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. You would think I'd be smoother with that, but I'm really not. I don't know why. I've said it so many times. So this is all of the third basemen, for the most part, of the cards I've been given that are available to us. Now, I know what you're saying. It's like there's a lot of all-stars up there, but then you've also got Matt Williams. Why? I don't know. I really don't know why I was given that card, but he is a third baseman, so we'll stick him over there. Why not? Matt Williams destroyed my Cubs. He destroyed my Cubs in, I think it was the 89 NLCS, where he went 6 for 20 with 2 home runs and 9 RBIs. I mean, this wasn't like he had 9 RBIs in 5 games or something like that. Because I don't think the series went longer than 5, maybe 6. I can't remember. I try to block a lot of that out because the Cubs got destroyed. The Giants eventually did get destroyed by I think they were beaten by the Athletics that year. That I think was also the earthquake, the great San Francisco earthquake year. So see, he's just bad luck. He's just bad luck. It's we can pretty much just eliminate him right now. He is not gonna be my third baseman. No way. It's like he's bad luck. It's like everybody on the team will be injured, and then he'll be the only one left. And then I've got to look at his just face the whole time. I don't want to do it. So I'm gonna put him face down so I don't have to look at him. He can just lay on the keyboard and just look at the letter. I don't know. There's an A under there, I think. Look at the letter A for just asshole. We'll say that's what Matt Williams is for beating the Cubs. And I mean, let's face it, Matt Williams' numbers weren't that great. I mean, he got caught stealing 35 times. He grounded into 182 double plays in 17 years. I mean, that's more than 10 a year. I mean, that's pathetic. Way to take your team out of the inning by getting caught stealing and grounding into double plays. And he was hit by a pitch 55 times. That means the pitchers didn't even like him either. And once again, 3 or 4 times a year, he's getting hit by pitchers. I know if I was a pitcher, I would throw at him. And he also had 191 errors. 191 errors. He was pathetic. He was just done. Done. Sorry, Matt Williams, you got no chance. Let's talk about the 3 guys up there that do have a chance that are great third basemen. First, we're going to talk about Nolan Arenado, former Colorado Rocky. He doesn't like the Rockies. I don't like the ownership of the Rockies, so I understand why he wanted to leave. But Arenado has hit 341 home runs, has batted .285 in his career, has 10 Gold Gloves, telling you he is ultimately one of the best third basemen. He has been the 3-time NL home run champion. And last year was a rough year. Last year was a rough year for him. He batted .272 with only 16 home runs. And he did play in 152 games, so it's not like he didn't play a lot. But he has been phenomenal up until this point, and I'm hoping that last year for him was just an outlier. I know there's talk of him leaving St. Louis this year and maybe going on to somebody else. But he's already nixed a trade to Houston, which was weird. Seems like that would be a pretty good team to go to. They have won a couple of World Series in the last 5 or 6 years. Next to him, Wade Boggs, one of the all-time great third basemen. Only had 2 Gold Gloves, though, but he had a career batting average of .328. What a great hitter. Over 3,000 hits. Only had 118 home runs, but he was a 1-time World Series champion. In 18 seasons, he is widely considered one of the greatest third basemen to ever play. Started his career with the Red Sox, ended up with the Yankees. It's always weird when I see players that start for a rival and then they end up on the other rival. It's kind of like, it's like Boggs played a lot of years in Boston. And for him he knows how Boston fans feel about the Yankees, but that's where he ended up. Probably because the Yankees wanted to stick it to Boston fans by saying, we just signed your player. But he was an incredible bat. And then you got Chipper Jones, 468 career home runs, 2,726 hits, a 303 career batting average. He was the NL MVP in 1999. He has been a World Series champion. I think he was definitely on that 95 team. He did miss 94. 94, he missed all of 94 with injury. He started in 93 late, like September, so he was probably a September call-up to when they got to the 40-man roster. But he had a great career. He spent all 19 seasons in Atlanta. That's the only thing. None of those other players spent their entire careers with one team. But I think even Wade Boggs at some point went to Tampa, if I'm right. And Nolan Arenado, of course, started with Colorado. But the first guy I'm probably going to eliminate here, there's not quite enough pop in this man's bat. And I don't know if it's the Yankees uniform that's telling me that it's like, you got to go away. Even though I do have a Yankee on this team, I got Aaron Judge on this team. Because I've been building these teams with I've done my outfield, and I've done my first baseman, my second baseman, and my catcher. So this is the third baseman. We still have pitcher, closer, and shortstop. Those will be upcoming in the days ahead. So stay tuned if you want to see more of these kinds of videos where you can see me just slamming a player that might have been a good guy, but I'm just driving him into the ground and saying how horrible he was because he had a good series against my Cubs when I rooted for the Cubs back in the 80s and early 90s before the Rockies came to town. That leaves us with Chipper Jones and Arenado. Chipper Jones definitely has the pop in his bat, a little bit better hitter, but he is not the defensive third baseman that Arenado is. Arenado is an amazing defensive third baseman. I don't think Arenado's ever going to win an MVP like Chipper Jones. And for me, this one's tough. I mean, the first baseman was easy. It was Pujols. There was no doubt. Second baseman was also easy. It was Biggio. I wasn't really going to pick Alomar. It was always going to be Biggio. This is a very tough decision because I like Chipper Jones. I have a Nolan Arenado Rockies jersey, so I'm a fan of his. And so really, what does it come down to? You got Arenado's 341 career home runs with still a little ways to go. Chipper's batting average was better, but you know what? I want the best fielder at the hot corner. We're going with Nolan Arenado. Nolan Arenado, you may not be a Colorado Rocky, but you're still #1 in my book at third base. And that's all star for now.